I awoke to the sounds of Lily's gentle snores as they drifted across the bedroom loft. She was still fast asleep and I needed to keep it that way, or suffer the consequences. Creaky floorboards meant that the simple act of getting dressed will require a little ingenuity. Morning, Dougal. Hey, Dougal, give me that stick, boy. Yoink. My boots were nearby, but I needed to put on my trousers first. This wasn't my first rodeo. My trousers were just out of reach. Huh? Ugh. Lily made a fish and marmalade sandwich for me the day before. I didn't have the heart to refuse, but I wasn't about to eat it. Boots, check. Lily was a sprawl of limbs, and my sweater was pinned beneath her. I needed to find a way to roll her over without waking her. Wake her up and show her that I didn't eat the sandwich? Dougal was good at fetching things, as long as the price was right. Oh, that stinks. Oh, that stinks. Couldn't do anything about the sweater while Lily was still culling it. Oh, that stinks. Lily was a sprawl of limbs, and my sweater was pinned beneath her. I needed to find a way to roll her over without waking her. I'd freed my sweater from Lily's clutches, but it was still out of reach. I'd freed my sweater from Lily's clutches, but it was still out of reach. I couldn't leave. I wasn't even dressed yet. I should be able to get the trajectory right. Dougal was happily grazing on my sweater. He wasn't going to just let me take it, but maybe he'd be interested in a trade. Any more rolling and I'd see that sandwich again. Any more rolling and I'd see that sandwich again. I had to wait until his mouth was open. That was my cue to sneak out of there. I decided I'd cycle to the nearby town. Maybe I'd find someone willing to hire me. Maybe I'd find someone who knew where my dad had gone. But first, I had a few things to take care of. Cooking utensils hung from the wall by the fire, for now at least. I'd recently made Lily a small wooden sword so she'd have something else to swing around. I picked up the jug. I'd need water to make Lily's breakfast. Dad's compactable footstool seemed like a great idea. I wasn't sure why it hadn't taken off. Tried to keep some things out of Lily's reach, but it never worked. I don't think that would have helped. Dad, where are you? Dad made his own generator to power his workshop. As with his other inventions, he just refused to explain how it worked. It looked like there was something missing, but I hadn't figured out what. The notes indicated that the water could be topped up via the funnel. I presumed the machine wouldn't work without coolant. It looked like something important was supposed to go in the slot. The funnel allowed for coolant to be added. Dad left his jacket behind. Sometimes his work would make him forget the little things, like wearing a jacket outside. Or eating. Lily left Sir Fuzzlepuff here a while ago with strict instructions to report to her immediately if he saw her grandfather. Didn't really stop to think where my dad got the mask or why he wanted it. I was pretty sure I could put it to good use though. I had to admit, some of Dad's inventions really were inspired. Lily's dress was hanging from the line. I didn't need to take it down for her. She developed her own technique for that. I think he relocated so he won't be responsible for waking Lily. You and me both, buddy. The doors of the cupboard where we kept the dishes were tied closed. For all the good it did, I'm pretty sure Lily chewed through them last time. father had notions in terms of farming when he left his job. He never could leave signs behind. It was Dad's idea to put the memorial stone by the wall. It was Anya's favourite place to have a picnic. Taking into account Lily's willfulness, it was often easier to indulge her creativity than flat out ask her to do something. In this case, the gnome was a spy who informed me of when Lily wandered too far from the house. My trusty bicycle was my main method of transport and definitely didn't require any modifications, despite what my father said. Strange lights? Oh, it's a package from my father.
Arthur, this is the last of the small crystals. I hope this was worth giving up your job for. I'm still finding the whole notion difficult to believe. I'm tempted to make a trip to your home to see it with my own eyes. But the fact that you keep the generator in your bedroom is quite unsettling, to say the least. If what you say about the lesser crystals is true, then I fear what may happen when this company begins experimenting on the large one. It's still safe for now, but I don't think it'll be possible to smuggle it out of here without anyone noticing. Given the apparent results of your own experiments, it's possible they'll listen to your warning. However, it's more likely they'll see nothing other than the potential for profit. For now, I'll do my best to impede their research. Stay safe, my friend. Nina.
The strange crystal was obviously important to my father. I couldn't help but wonder if it had anything to do with going missing. I decided to do a little snooping around. I only ever saw the transmitter active on a few occasions. During those times, Dad would have kept the shed door locked tight. I needed something to collect the water first. The pump handle had snapped, leaving only a small section of it protruding from the pump. It was going to take something heavy to force it down. There was a solid block of wood next to the pump. There was a solid block of wood next to the pump. I don't think that would have helped. Dad converted the garden shed into his personal workshop when he decided he wanted to work for himself. He'd normally spend every waking hour in there, inventing, tinkering, but it had been days, and there was no sign of him. The receiver attached to the shed received something from the transmitter, which in turn rotated the wheels to move the belt along in order to... I had no idea. Sometimes I think Dad added contraptions to his contraptions just to throw me off. The door was unlocked, but something was blocking on the other side. There was a solid block of wood next to the pump. Let's see. It fits. Huh? It's glowing. The label on the right indicated the weight of the crystal. The label on the left indicated the electrical resistance of the crystal. The machine was displaying data based on the crystal's properties. The funnel allowed for coolant to be added. I had to admit, some of Dad's inventions really were inspired. I only ever saw the transmitter active on a few. During those times, Dad would have kept the The receiver attached to the shed received some, which in turn rotated the wheels to move the The door was unlocked, but something was blocking on the other side. The door was unlocked, but something was blocking on the other side. I think he relocated so he won't be responsible for waking you and me both. Now that I had a lead on my dad's whereabouts, I definitely couldn't leave. My father had notions in terms of never. Taken into account and did. Cooking utensils hung from the wall. I'd recently made Lily. If I went back up there, I'd wake Lily, and I did not want to do that. The doors of the cupboard where we kept the dip, pretty sure Lily chewed through them. I don't think that would have helped. I've had better ideas. I don't think that would have helped. I've had better ideas. I've had better ideas. The lights in the shed only came on when Dad's generator was running. I hadn't figured out how it worked yet though. It wasn't your average generator. It looked like the pitchfork had fallen from its resting place. I couldn't see a thing, and the idea of walking around a room in the dark, where my father invented things, made me nervous. The pitchfork wasn't heavy enough by itself to make the handle budge. Yet another impressive feat of engineering. Well, well, well. I had to admit, some of Dad's inventions really were inspired. There, that should keep it cool. Huh? It's glowing. The label on the right the notes indicated that I presume the machine wouldn't work without. Adding the water seemed to trigger a green light. Dad left his jacket behind. Sometimes his work. I had to admit, some of Dad's inventions really were inspired. Whatever I did, it caused the machine in the back garden to power up. Cooking utensils hung from the wall by the fire, for now at least. I'd recently made Lily a small wooden sword so she'd have something else to swing around. The machine was receiving power from within the house and was now transmitting something. Sure enough, the lights and whatever other equipment Dad constructed were receiving power. I wasn't sure if I was getting any closer to figuring out what happened to him, but it was the best lead I had. There was a hand-drawn map on the wall with 2 locations marked: our house and the hydroelectric dam, where Dad used to work. There was a large machine in the middle of the shed, with what looked like sliding doors. Dad, you better not be stuck in there. The machine appeared to have opened by itself. There was a 50-50 chance that it was intended to respond to vibration, or that it was simply as reliable as the stepladder. It was one of the puzzle boxes my father often made for Lily. I wasn't sure why he hadn't given her this one, but I knew she'd be happy to have it. I'll find a way to blame it on the dog. The machine appeared to be waiting for something. There was a small keyhole in the back, but like many of Dad's devices, its purpose was far from obvious. I've had enough of that pump for today. I wanted to give Lily the puzzle box I had found, but she was still asleep. I tried to keep some things out of Lily's reach, but it never worked. The doors of the cupboard where we kept, pretty sure Lily chewed through them last. I wanted to give Lily the puzzle box I had found, but she was still asleep. Whenever possible, I tried to avoid taking the blame for waking Lily. Lily was fearless, even with the way she got out of bed. Sorry you had to take the blame for that one, Dougal. Lily, does when in doubt, dance it out mean anything to you? Right. How did that dance go again? The secret dance routine turned out to be the solution for the combination lock. Inside the box there was a small key where the tasty treat should have been. Like many things in this house, I knew the washing line would have to be Lily-proof. Lily wasn't quite awake yet, which meant there was still time to do a little more snooping around. Cooking utensils hung from the wall. I'd recently made... Dad converted the garden shed into it. He'd only... There was a small keyhole in the back. Looks about the right size. Hey!
So hungry. Need breakfast. Look, Dougal, everything's laid out already. I should just make it myself. It's porridge. What could go wrong? Big old bag of oats. Prepare to be eaten. Hey, wait a minute. It's empty! Okay, I can fix this. All I need is a fresh bag of oats, a new bowl, and then to place the pot over the fire. Ugh, Dad tied a knot around the handle again. He must be trying to keep you away from the bowls, Dougal. Dougal, attack that string! Dougal, I think someone's at the door, boy. Silly doggy. Hey, Dougal, I think someone's at the door, boy. This is easy peasy. What was Dad worried about?
Wait till Dad hears I did this all by myself.
Hang on. Where is Dad?
Oh. For a moment, I wondered where I was. Then I noticed everything was different. I was different. But it was when I thought of Lily that it no longer mattered why. I couldn't let her think that she had lost someone else. Somebody had left their belongings on the floor of the strange room. After glancing over the items, I realized some of them belonged to my dad. So, this is where you went. It was unusual to see Dad without his hat, and vice versa. Then again, it was noticeably warmer than home. I decided to take it with me. A glass jar had been left next to the other belongings, emitting a faint white light. Assuming unusual objects to be important seemed like a good rule of thumb, so I picked it up. There was a pair of niche panels on one of the walls, each containing an empty spherical socket. Come on. Okay, let's figure this out. Whatever the rightmost socket was supposed to do, it didn't seem to be able to do it while the lab was unpowered. Placing the jar into the left socket had restored basic power to the lab. There was a pair of niche panels on one of the walls, each containing an empty spherical socket. The lab had some power, but none of it was reaching the door release mechanism. The machine was dead, no matter how much I banged my fists against it. Whatever the rightmost socket was supposed to do, it didn't seem to be able to do it while the lab was unpowered. There was a pair of niche panels on Placing the jar into the left socket had restored basic power to the lab. Whatever the rightmost socket was supposed to do, it didn't seem to be able to do it while the lab was unpowered. Placing the jar into the left socket had restored basic power to the lab. There was just enough power to distribute to the door release. It took a large amount of power to get me here. Logic dictated that it would take something similar to get me home. I was going to have to venture outside to find it. And in the back of my mind, I hoped that I might find my father along the way.
Dad must have gone to town without telling us. Oh well, time to go to work. Can't go that way. Gnome is watching. So, we meet again. Watch your back, Gnome.
Dad had probably already checked the post. Nobody ever sent us anything interesting anyway.
Heroes are good at saving people, but I never got a chance to save her. Dougal did his best to keep me out of danger. It was so annoying. I'm pretty good at climbing things, but only when I can reach them. Dougal did his best to keep it. I took the stretchy rope from the tractor. Every adventurer needs rope. Grandad would have been proud of my giant slingshot. I wasn't strong enough to pull myself back. Dougal, pull me back! Dougal, pull me back! Dougal, pull me back! right where I left it. Ugh. I wasn't strong enough to pull myself back. Hopefully we haven't missed any customers. Dad says we're running out of money. He's doing his best to find a job. He's probably gone to town for that exact reason. So until then, we've got to do our best to help out. Hey, Breeze! You didn't pay for that! Good thing Wings can't ride bikes. Wait. If Dad's bike is still here, where's he been all morning? I had a bad feeling, and I was pretty sure it had nothing to do with the porridge.
Dad's bike, which meant he was still around the house somewhere.
All right, gnome. How about you don't tell Dad I went outside? Just this once. Traitor! I'd never run away from home. Besides, there was an adventure to be had.
I couldn't let the gnome see me, but I didn't have time to climb back over the wall.
Hiya!
With Gnome out of the way, I was free to start looking for Dad.
He can't see me without his head.
It felt like a dream. I was being led down a path, and short of curling up into a ball, I was helpless to do anything about it. I considered going back inside and just waiting for someone to find me, but I knew that if I wanted to get back to Lily soon, I'd have to find the source of power for the machine that brought me here, and I wasn't coming back until I found it. It looked like the blue lamp also acted as a door release. It looked like the blue lamp also acted as a door release.
Dougal, do you think we should have a quick nap? No, you're right. I don't say this often, but it wasn't the time. Come on, Sir Fuzzlepuff. I'm on a new quest. Huh? I tried getting Dougal to pick up Grandad's scent. No dice. Ooh, shiny. I probably shouldn't touch it. Line goes down. Ooh, shiny. I had everything I need. This spinning machine usually only works when Grandad is busy in the shed. Could he be back? Pump handle was shorter than I remembered. Maybe I just grew a lot overnight. Grandad would pretend he did everything for a reason, but I think he just liked to decorate. I wasn't allowed to go into the shed, which made it the best place for playing in. Dad, are you in here? The lights were already on.
Grandad wouldn't mind me borrowing a little bit of paper.
I've never seen this thing open before. Normally I'd jump straight in, but this is something Grandad made. I'm going to need a guinea pig. Godspeed, Sir Fuzzlepuff. Whoa! He's gone. Of all the souls I have encountered in my travels, his was the most fuzzy. Dougal, this must be where everyone went. What if something happened? I need to go after them. Dougal did his best to keep me out of danger. It was so...
Before I go, I should leave a note somewhere so Dad knows where I went.
Doing that, but decided not to.
Nope.
That definitely wouldn't have worked. That definitely wouldn't have worked. Dougal, do you think we should have a go? That definitely wouldn't have worked. I wasn't going back out the front garden until I figured out where Dad was. Line goes up. That definitely wouldn't have worked.
Nope. Nope.
You wait here in case someone comes by.
Cook!
As I wandered deeper into the swamp, I began to feel uneasy. From the gnarled and twisted branches of bizarre trees to the clamor of unrecognizable creatures filling the air, it was clear I was a long way from home.
Oh my god! I'm adorable! I couldn't wait to see what Dad looked like. This is Granddad's stuff. I knew it! His sacrifice will never be forgotten. Somebody had made some holes in the wall. Usually, holes in the wall meant Grandad was working. The machine I came out of wasn't the same machine I stepped into. There was definitely magic involved.
The doors had crumbled, and creeping vines had woven their way amongst them. It was hard to tell which had occurred first.
My apologies. I don't see many like you.
Who are you?
Mare.
Mer?
No, just Mare.
I'm not sure where I am. Can you help me get home?
Maybe help each other? Come, sit.
Oh. I want to live here. Longer than Dougal's.
My people lived here once long ago. They had machines, kept us warm, safe. Now I am alone, and the machines not work.
Well, I'll take a look, but if I do, will you help me get home?
By fixing machine, you return home.
So it's the same generator that powers the lab. Okay, show me.
Follow.
A ramshackle wooden dwelling lay at the edge of the swamp. Presumably it was where Mare lived. Decaying statues and old ruins were strewn all throughout the area. I couldn't tell if they were made by Mare's people or some older civilization. Did the statues decay naturally over time, or were they forcefully toppled? Does this radio also belong to my father? I wondered why he thought it would work so far from home. From what I could see, Mare wasn't going to get very far without a power source. A 4x4 grid of small cubes lay at the bottom of the pool. I presumed it would display the pattern to dial home, but I wasn't sure how. Whoever had made the engravings appeared to understand the concept of traveling to other worlds like I had. They also appeared to place a lot of value in doing so. Whoever had made the engravings appeared to understand the concept of traveling to other worlds like I had. They also appeared to place a lot of value in doing. Next to Mare's toolbox was a single peculiar glove. What is this?
Whoa! Careful.
Sorry. Hey, this looks like my father's toolbox. It is his toolbox. So he's been here. Have you seen him?
Arthur
You have? Where is he?
took crystal, stole crystal, then left.
Where did he go? What is this place?
Sacred place. History and future.
Your people wrote this?
Always been here.
And then your people left? When?
100 years? More?
100 years? In front of the pool of shallow water, there was a small, flat surface. I would have guessed at a ceremonious function, but the entire structure appeared to have purpose. Engraved into one of the walls was the scene of worship. The object of their adoration looked like a hole in the sky. Somehow, a bluish light was emanating from some of the cracks in the wall. There was a large bulbous plant blocking a pipe at the top of the stairs. It felt like it was full of water. Nah. In one corner of the room were several flowers laid out in a grid pattern. There was something familiar about it. Mayor appeared to be using my father's toolbox, although he wouldn't explain why he had it. I didn't want to press the issue. My main goal was getting out of there. I don't think that would have helped. I've had better ideas. I've had better ideas. Nah. I've had better ideas. I've had better ideas. Whoa! Careful! Right. The crystal hidden behind the wall looked similar to the one I had seen earlier that day.
Something happened.
Combined with the crystal, the glove was a sufficient power source for the machine. I picked up a screwdriver from the overturned toolbox. A 4x4 grid of small cubes lay at... I presumed it would display the patterns. Does this radio also belong to my mother? I've had better ideas. Don't think that would have helped. Nah. With the obstruction removed, I could hear water flow through the pipes to another part of the building. A 4x4 grid of small cubes lay at the bottom of the pool. The cubes were now lit with the same pattern which brought me to Confer in the first place. In front of the pool of shallow water, there's... It's not accepting the same pattern as last time. I need to find a pattern for home somehow. Whoever had made the engraving, they also appeared... Mare was busy tinkering with the pet. I imagined the ancient machines were the only thing that kept him occupied. Does this ring mother? Placing my father's hat in the receptacle caused the lights in the pool to glow with a different pattern. Hey, I think that worked. Hey, what are you doing?
Silence! Mine to take. Belongs to me. Ah!
I'm gonna get out of here.
swamp monsters, and it tasted funny. I wasn't getting back in that water.
What have you got there? Gone adventuring. No, no, no! Can I help you?
My name is Nina. I'm a friend of your father's. I've been out here for a while thinking about how to say this in a way that you'd believe me, but then about a minute ago I heard that sound. You've been there, haven't you? To Clonfera.
Yes, and I need to get back there.
You mustn't go back there! It's dangerous! Your father, he was killed! I'm so sorry!
What? Lily! Lily's there, in Clonfera! You have to help me bring her home, please!
Oh my god! Come with me! We need to get to my lab! Hurry!
But then he spat me out. He's probably not used to his food poking him with a sword. And then I saw you, although you already knew that bit. You're a good listener, like Dougal. Hey, what's your name, by the way? Well, you're like a big bug, so I'm gonna call you Bugsy, okay? So, will you help me find my family? Okay, first, let's get out of here. Nope. There was a really big, squishy flower. Nope. I thought about doing that, but that definitely wouldn't. I might be able to climb this. Oof! Or not. About doing that, but decided not to.
Why are all the good climb spots all... There was nothing to tie it to. I'd need to find another way up.
Hey, Bugsy, give me a boost. Doing that, but decided that definitely wouldn't have. Hey, I'm back where I started, and I've lost my sword. We could have just used the doggy door this whole time. Come on, then. Hey! Rude! Oh, look at that thing. It's like a fat squirrel. Bugsy, what did he ever do to you? What? Hey!
you're as good at tracking as Dougal is. He must have gone into one of these flowers.
Which one?
Evidence!
Which one? I thought about doing that, but... decided... Trust me. Smell this.
He seemed pretty sure about which way the barrel went.
Wait here. I'll be right back.
Okay, I don't have any more crystals of the type Arthur used, but I have this.
Wait, why can't we just use that with my father's machine?
Because we don't want to blow up the whole countryside. I'll explain when we get to my lab. I'm hoping that I'll be able to send you to Clonfera from here, but they're not going to just let me bring someone into the building. You should be able to sneak in through the side entrance. Just make sure no one sees you. I'll go on ahead and get started. See you soon.
Hang on, Lily. I'm on the way. The hydroelectric dam supplied enough power for the town's requirements, little as they were. Few people knew that it was also a place for research, which had been headed up by my father for a long time. The cat was too preoccupied to notice me. The door was locked. Of course it was. Hey, did you stop making so much noise? Try to be stealthy. The small grate covering the vent was secured with a padlock. Through the window, I could see there was someone inside. Luckily, he was too busy to notice me. Somebody had hidden the key underneath the flower pot. The door only stayed open for a moment before swinging shut behind the cat. I was gonna have to find another way in. Hey, did you stop me? I don't think that would have helped. The door was locked. Of course it was. door only stayed open for a moment before swinging shut behind the cat. I was gonna have to find another way in. Through the window, I could... Look! I'm usually a stickler for avoiding fire hazards, but this was for the greater good. My new sidekick had left me with a way in. I'd made it into the canteen. The worker was still there, facing towards the lift. I got the feeling that wasn't his first run-in with the cat. I couldn't tell if the lab worker suit was for his job or for using the microwave oven. The lift would have taken me down to Nina's lab, but not... If I'd known earlier that I'd be standing on a narrow ledge above a hydroelectric dam, I wouldn't have gone out of bed that morning. My sidekick was just waiting for the right signal. He sure does have a bird's eye view from up there. I'd scared enough animals with the mask. I'd scared enough animals with the mask for one day. Ah! Oh, whoa! Ah! Oh, whoa! It wasn't gonna help me fly, but I figured I could use it for something. I wasn't ready to leave yet. It was hard to tell where the genuine hydroelectric machinery stopped and the experimental tech began.
There you are. What took you so long? What? Never mind. I need your help with something. I'm almost ready to go here, but I need something else for this to work. A cavity magnetron should do the trick. The easiest one to get is probably from the microwave oven upstairs. I'll finish up here. Let me know when you've got it.
I could only imagine what this lab looked like when it also had my father's work scattered around it. I had to trust that whatever she's gonna do with the cavity magnetron was gonna help me find Lily. The large crystal Nina had shown me earlier was now attached to the palm of another unusual glove. Nina's scattered notes reminded me of my father.
Oh, hey, Jerry.
The microwave oven was in use, but I didn't have time to wait. I was lucky enough that I wasn't going to ruin that by striking up a Somehow, I had broken the lift. I was becoming used to doing things the hard way, at least.
Oh, come on.
At least there's no sign of the bird this time. I had to trust that whatever she's gonna do with the...
Great, thank you. This'll just take a moment. Alright, I followed your father's design as closely as I could. Put this on. Now this crystal is different from the others, much more powerful. With the lesser crystals, you need to find a place where the fabric of our reality is already weakened. But with this, we should be able to tear open a new gateway right here.
Thanks.
Aim that way.
I made a mental note to thank her later, if I survived. I could only imagine what this lab...
Aiden, be careful.
Give me that.
Oh, where am I?
Granddad,